Hello, everybody. How are you? It's Monday. I hope you're having another successful month in 2019 and that this week will be even better for you. Right now, we're going to go into another Lyrics Explained, and that's where I break it down the lyrics of your favorite songs so that you can enjoy them even more. Today, it's going to be Chlorine by 21 Pilots, a song climbing the rock charts. 21 Pilots, of course, from Columbus, Ohio, where they've renamed the main street that runs north and south through town, originally called High Street, is now called 21 Pilots Boulevard. Let's get straight into it. Chlorine by 21 Pilots. Intro by Paul Meany. So, where are you? It's been a little while. Chorus. Sippin' on straight chlorine. Let the vibe slide over me. This beat is a chemical. Beat is a chemical. When I leave, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. The moment is medical. Moment is medical. Sippin' on straight chlorine. Now, again, like we've talked many times, this is another example of a modern hit starting with the chorus. So let's break it down, sipping on straight chlorine. So the bigger picture here, the context of this song, the frame that we describe, that is the setting for the lyrics, is acid indigestion. This song is talking about acid indigestion, which one or both of the principal members of 21 Pilots experience on a regular basis. And that is because they were from Columbus, Ohio, a town, a city noted for creating upset stomachs. Because the food is so good, people tend to overeat and they'll get an acid indigestion in their stomach. So when they talk about sipping on straight chlorine, this is the most popular DIY home remedy for acid indigestion in that city, and it's baking soda mixed with water. Now what you want to do, add a quarter teaspoon of baking soda in a glass with water, could be bottled water, could be tapped water, and sip on that. And it's the street name, the slang name for baking soda mixed in a glass of water is chlorine. So in this case, right off the bat, he's talking about sipping on straight baking soda with water and letting it slide down the hatch, letting it coat his stomach. The beat is a chemical. The beat is, you cannot pound it. Do not drink it all at once. Do not chug it. Sip it on a rhythm. That's the beat. That's the beat, the rhythm of sipping on that glass. Now, and then sometimes, because they're a big band, they're all over the country, they travel, sometimes he gets acid indigestion on the airplane. So what he says, when I leave to go to the restroom, don't save my seat. I'll be back when it's all complete. And I think we know what he means there. Because the moment is medical, moment is medical. He's got acid indigestion on the plane. So he goes and takes care of his business, comes back to his chair, and what does he do? He asks the flight attendant for some straight chlorine, some baking soda with water, that's the slang term, straight chlorine, and he starts sipping on it. Guys, there's so much going on, and we're only in the first chorus. All right, into verse 1. Lovin' what I'm tasting. Whoa! Venom on my tongue, dependent at times. Poisonous vibrations. Whoa! Helping my body run. So here he's describing the taste as it rolls over his tongue, goes through his taste buds, down his throat, and gives him that heavenly feeling of the acid indigestion slowly calming. He's loving what he's tasting. It's venom on the tongue, but it's poisonous vibrations going down. It helps his body run. Right into the chorus again, and then back into verse 2. Fall out of formation, whoa, I plan my escape from walls they can find. Rebel red carnation, whoa, grows while I decay. So here he's at an Ohio State football game, right? Fall out of formation, whoa. I plan my escape from walls they confined. So he feels like he's trapped at the game. Now, when you're at an Ohio State football game, you're talking 100, 200, sometimes 300,000 people. So again, he gets the acid indigestion. Maybe he had a stadium dog, I don't know. But he's trying to figure out, what do I do? I plan my escape from walls they confined. He's looking around the stadium. How do I deal with this acid indigestion? And he hits on it, Rebel Red Carnation. Now, what is that referring to? Rebel Red Carnation is a slang term for apple cider vinegar, also a very effective treatment for acid indigestion in the stomach. And it soothes the stomach, it absorbs the indigestion, it provides some vitamins and nutrients that are lacking, that are making your body weak. And so he remembers he's got his backup treatment in his pocket, the inside pocket of his jean jacket. It's kind of a cool day in this scene, but it's not so cold that you'd have to have a winter coat. So he's got his jean jacket on. He reaches in and he downs a couple sips of apple cider vinegar straight out of the bottle. And so the crowd is growing in volume due to the excitement of the game, while he slowly decays inside and is using the apple cider vinegar to treat that acid indigestion. It's really such an emotional song, guys. And then back into the refrain, and of course, verse 3, hide you in my coat pocket. That's what he's talking about, where I kept my Rebel Red being the apple cider vinegar. I felt I was invincible. You wrapped around my head. He's talking about he didn't think he could get acid indigestion. He felt invincible because he had his favorite Ohio State football hat on, wrapped around his head, but he found out different when it hit his stomach. Now different lives I lead. My body lives on lead. The last two lines may read incorrect until said. The lead is terrible in flavor, but now you double as a paper maker. I despise you sometimes. I love to hate the fight, and you in my life is like. And back into the chorus. All right, now different. Let's take it a little slow. Let's go to now different lives I led. My body lives on lead. The last two lines may read incorrect until said. The lead is terrible in flavor. Now this is the last line of defense. This is when the baking soda hasn't worked, when the apple cider hasn't worked. He's going to the lead, and the lead is the heavy stuff. And this is probiotics. Now probiotics is not something you want to necessarily turn to at first, but if these home remedies that we've already described are not working, then probiotics will treat, for at least temporarily, it will attack, it will deal with gastrointestinal distress that you have, and may also help with any diarrhea or any things that some symptoms that you might be having that the other two won't take care of it. But it is a little bit a higher level, and that's why he's calling it now different lives I led. My body lives on lead. So at this point, the other two didn't work. He's left the Ohio State football game. The last two lines may read incorrect until said. The lead is terrible in flavor. So a lot of the marketing talks about, oh, this probiotics is tasty. Well, we all have had probiotics. They're not tasty. But now you double as a paper maker. I despise you sometimes. I love to hate the fight. So what he's saying is the probiotics will make him feel better, get him back into business, get him back on stage where he makes the money, he makes the paper. Okay? I despise you sometimes. I love to hate the fight. And you in my life is like sipping on straight chlorine. So guys, Here we have a siren in the back of this recording, which is appropriate. Not only does it describe daily life in Los Angeles, but it is the perfect sound effect for a movie that is very honest and very revealing of the challenges that one or both of the principal members of 21 Pilots has with acid ingestion. Guys, I think it's another lesson in you have to reveal your fears, you have to reveal your challenges, your insecurities to get a hit, because you need to allow the audience to identify with you. And you can only do that when you are being vulnerable, which they have in this song. That's 21 Pilots from Columbus, Ohio, and their latest hit, the latest of many, Chlorine. I hope that helps.